the monster. Oof. That's a badass guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
Culminating with Moses' performance against a guy who's never ever been stopped. Tough guy. Caught him with a good shot as well. Caught him on the whiskers. And he was very, when you look, he's just turned 21 and you look at his composure, his professionalism, and how he went about his job, just broke him down. And the shots he stopped him with at the end, they were just phenomenal.
Did you expect the fight to go like that?
I did, but yeah, it was good. Good test up until that point.
Mike Tyson didn't hold back when reacting to Moses Itauma's brutal knockout of Jermaine Franklin, calling the young fighter scary.
He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was like that. Just as good.
He looks like a f***ing pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious.
From the opening bell, Moses Itauma came out aggressively, using his speed and sharp combinations to pressure Jermaine Franklin, who struggled to keep up with the younger fighter pace. Itauma controlled the early rounds, repeatedly backing Franklin into corners and landing clean shots.
Moses Itauma knocks out the 989 assassin, Jermaine Franklin, in round 5. It was brutal, it was hard, he even gave him a little slip punch after the knockout.
Mike Kopinger praised Itauma as he tweeted, "What a knockout. Blistering left uppercut sends Jermaine Franklin flat on his face in round 5. Moses Itauma impossible to overhype him right now the way he looks." Jermaine Franklin admitted that he drifted away from his original strategy. Instead of staying disciplined and defensive, Franklin got drawn into exchanges, allowing Itauma to dictate the pace and land damaging shots that ultimately...
I feel like I got a little bit away from the coach's game plan. I got caught with a punch. I got dropped. I feel like I could have got up, but they stopped the fight.
Where do you feel you go from here?
I mean, the sky's the limit. Like, I've never been a quitter, so just back to the drawing board. Got to change some shit up.
Fabio Wardley gave a blunt and telling reaction after watching Moses Itauma destroy Jermaine Franklin, focusing on just how dangerous the performance really was. Wardley praised the referee's decision to stop the fight, stressing that Franklin was clearly hurt and needed protecting rather than being allowed to continue.
Moses Itauma with a destructive knockout. What did you make of it?
Yeah, look, fantastic performance. Fantastic performance. Won every round, beat them apart, up, down, mixed it up. Body, head, just showed everything we knew, but with a little bit more on top as well. And then obviously got the clean finish. Single punch knockout finish. No one else has been able to do that to Jermaine Franklin.
Did you expect the fight to go like that?
Yeah, to be honest, I predicted round 6.
Yeah.
I said 6-7 is what I said, because I knew Franklin was a tough man. You're gonna have to wear him a bit and break him down and wear him through and do a bit more with him. So yeah, it went pretty much how I had it.
And what do you make of Moses' general performance? You know, he got tagged a couple times. What do you make of it?
Yeah, look, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're not going to swim without getting wet, and that comes with stepping up the levels, and that's what tonight was about. It was about stepping up to a higher level, showing if he can compete and eat more than...
He highlighted that in moments like that, a fighter's safety comes first, even over pride, saying it's the referee's job to save you from yourself.
Where do you think Moses Itauma ranks in the heavyweight division?
Look, he's up there with some of the best. He's up there with some of the best. He's ranked number 1 with the WBA and WBO for a reason. He is up there with the top boys.
Do you think that he could win a world title? You know, obviously, you've got one yourself. Do you think he can win one within 2026?
Look, yes, but boxing's a funny game. It's political. There's landscapes. There's certain ways. There's certain ways you have to maneuver to get there to a world title shot. But yeah, look, if the opportunity was put in front of him to fight for a world title, then yeah, I definitely think he would.
Aside from yourself, do you think there's anyone in the heavyweight division that can beat Moses?
Sorry?
Aside from yourself, do you think there's anyone who you think can beat Moses?
I think the only real question mark lies around Alexander Usyk. That's one to be seen, one we don't know. But aside from that, again, along the rides, I think if he gets the right growth, the right type of fights, right building, nah.
Boxing content creator Hamed shared the ringside view of the fight, saying if Moses Itauma can carry this on, especially against a top 510 opponent like Filipovic, that would be very impressive. Franklin had a very good chin, was durable. Moses Itauma landed a great nasty vicious uppercut to knock out Jermaine Franklin in round 5. Promoter Frank Warren was full of praise after Moses Itauma's dominant knockout win, making it clear he believes the young heavyweight is already on the brink of something special.
Another week, another sold-out Queensbury show, another Moses Itauma knockout. This is just Queensbury, right?
It is. I mean, you know, this roller coaster we're on, it's not gone up. It's going, we're flying at the moment, and it was just a fabulous night. Great concept, Magnificent Seven, great fights all the way through, culminating with Moses' performance against a guy who's never ever been stopped.
Warren explained that the plan is to keep him active with another fight expected soon while the heavyweight division reshuffles around world titles. He suggested that with champions potentially vacating belts or facing mandatory defenses, Itauma could step into a world title fight as early as 2026.
Speak about him in just a sec. I just want to speak about you for a moment and your mindset going into this fight, this campaign, since this fight was signed. You know that you've got a great fighter on your hands here, but at the same time, you've got to manage him, you've got to go through his career properly. And you put fighters like this and you think, he could give him a test, take him the distance, and he could make it a horrible, ugly fight. And maybe Moses doesn't, but you've got to put him through that. Leading up to this, how did you feel coming up towards fight night, confidence-wise, that Moses wouldn't just win but shine?
I've got a lot of belief in him, and I believe that, you know, we're good at his matchmaking. You know, we do it, and we're good bringing, you know, youngsters through, young fighters in their career, and it was good matchmaking, and I felt that, you know, the speed that he's got, you know, the punch power he's got, and he's got a good boxing brain. And I think people underestimate that, and he showed that tonight.
He also emphasized that this win over Jermaine Franklin, who had never been stopped before, proved Itauma is ready for the next level, reinforcing his belief that a big fight is coming very soon.
You know, I just believe in him, and I believed that he would come through. And he did that, and he boxed extremely well, as I say, and showed a lot of professionalism in the way he went about his job, and done it in style. You can't do it no better than the way it ends.
We can talk superlatives in the ring of Moses Itauma all night. I was impressed watching him here in the press conference because he speaks like I didn't speak like that when I was 21, Frank.
Sure, isn't he? He's got a good head on his shoulder. He's very articulate. He's sensible. He doesn't. He's not boastful. He's quite respectful about boxing and the people boxing. He doesn't have to shout and, you know, make a noise to be seen. He does what he has to do in the ring, where he gets paid to do it, and the rest of it is just. I don't think even, you know, if he had his way, I don't think he'd even do press conferences. That's not the way he is. But you know, he's a joy to work.
Daniel Dubois gave a calm but telling reaction to Moses Itauma's brutal knockout. Clearly impressed by the young star's power and precision, he acknowledged the finish was serious and showed it as a real threat, but also hinted he's ready for that challenge himself, showing respect without backing down.
Talk Sports, they were talking boxing. Daniel Dubois, Moses Itauma just knocked out Jermaine Franklin. What did you make of that?
Yeah, what a shot. Yeah, put that together well.
A lot of people expected the fight to end in the first 3 rounds. It went a little bit longer. What do you make of Moses in the first half of the fight?
Coming on well. I mean, yeah, interesting.
You've got a big fight yourself. Fabio Wardley had a face-off. How's training been going for that?
Perfect. It's been going really well. I'm excited. I can't wait.
And you know, when you were young, obviously you've proved a lot in the heavyweight division. You've won the world title. Moses Itauma is highly touted, just like you were. Do you see similarities in yourself?
Yeah, he's on his path, and he's looking good.
Do you think your paths could ever collide?
Eventually, I think anything can happen. So, but I've got to take care of business first.
Do you see any weaknesses in Itauma's game?
I'm not going to give him away if I do.
Daniel, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Alexander Usyk, one of the most technically sound boxers of this generation, didn't hold back his admiration for Moses Itauma. In a recent interview, Usyk praised Moses as a great young fighter and emphasized his strength and maturity inside the ring.
Moses Itauma, I think he's a great fighter. The young, 20 years, yeah?
20.
Yeah, 20 years. I think Itauma have...
Former world champion Amir Khan has also spoken positively about Moses Itauma, saying the young heavyweight clearly has a great future ahead of him and looks fearless stepping into the ring with bigger, more mature opponents despite his age. Khan believes that while Itauma is still developing, his willingness to challenge established fighters already sets him apart from many prospects and shows the kind of mindset that could take him far in the sport.
That one punch away from getting hurt. So big respect to Itauma. I mean, he knew that he can get him out, and he got him out straight away. I mean, I think no one expected it to finish that quick.
Speed kills, as you know.
Speed kills, and he had but not only the speed, he had the power with that, and the accuracy was on point. But I think it just shows how strong Itauma is and how powerful he is. He is a big threat in heavyweight boxing.
Do you know what's frightening?
What?
He's 20 years old.
Not in that, bro. That's baby. He's a baby in the sport still, and he's only going to get bigger, stronger, and he's going to mature. So you know what? I think he's got a bright future in front of him. I'm sure he's going to keep on training hard, working hard, and yeah, man, I think he's got a great future ahead of him, man. I can't wait to see him again.